He's in sales at Tokimeki Fashion. You know, that big company.
Aren't you one of the sales guys from our company? The one who's putting in his 2 weeks?
Wait, what? You're President Sato? My name's Keiichi Sato. I got an invitation to my ex-girlfriend, Micah's wedding. So here I am, attending with my wife, Noah. You sure you're okay with this? Coming to my ex's wedding?
Totally fine. I know your heart's not going anywhere. It's mine and I trust that.
Well, yeah, of course.
And I love that about you. How honest you are. I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Keiichi! Oh my god! It's been forever!
Hey, congrats on the wedding.
Thanks! Oh, let me introduce you. This is my husband, Susumu. He's in sales at Tokimeki Fashion. You know, that big company. He's totally out of your league, isn't he?
Wait, Tokimeki Fashion? So, you're Keiichi Sato. I've heard a lot about you from Micah. Like, a lot. I see. Okay, what's with that attitude? Come to think of it, Micah did dump me saying Susumu's going places at this big company. Makes sense now.
Congratulations, Micah. Wishing you all the best.
Hey, you're back.
Oh, wow. You must be Keiichi's wife, Noah, right? Thanks so much for coming.
Hold on a second. Aren't you one of the sales guys from our company? The one who's putting in his 2 weeks?
Wait, what? You're President Sato? No way. I saw Noah Sato on the guest list, but I just assumed it was someone with the same last name.
Wait, you two know each other?
Yeah, Noah actually owns Tokimeki Fashion, your husband's company. I guess since there aren't many work people here, you didn't put 2 and 2 together.
No freaking way! She's the president?
That explains your comment earlier. You didn't know our relationship, so I get it.
Hold up. What do you mean he's putting in his 2 weeks? This is news to me.
Wait, let me explain.
He was taking credit for deals that other reps closed. Our sales director, Koji, caught wind of it. And that wasn't the only issue.
What?
That's misleading. I didn't just take it for myself. I got permission from my colleague who was working on it with me.
But I heard you weren't the one who finalized the contract. We had a meeting with upper management and decided we couldn't just let it slide. In the end, he agreed to resign.
So you're telling me that right after we get married, you're gonna be out of work? We're just starting our lives together and I'm supposed to carry us financially? Are you kidding me?
Hey, chill out, Micah. I was actually thinking this would be the perfect time to join your dad's company, Kirameki Apparel. I've been planning to make the move anyway.
Really? We have been expanding with a younger crowd. And I have been thinking we could use someone to pump up our sales numbers. Are you being straight with me?
Of course I am. Maybe save this conversation for after the ceremony's over?
Yeah. I should go finish getting ready anyway. Catch you later.
Their wedding reception looked really lavish and full of happiness. But...
Hey Yuri, how's it going? Oh, Micah. Hey there. I wanted to double check something. The invoice amount for Waku Waku Textiles looks different from last month. Mind taking a look at it for me? Oh, absolutely. That'll be Hajime's department. Let me see where he's at.
Hey, Hajime, don't give me that look, man. Look, I haven't been here that long, all right? I'm still working on building trust with these clients, you know. I get that. But I also heard you used to work at Tokimeki Fashion. I figured by now you could handle client meetings solo.
Hey, Hajime. What's the deal over here? Everything all right?
Oh, yeah, it's nothing major. You came over about something finance related, right?
Exactly. I needed to ask about the Waku Waku Textiles invoice amount.
Ah, right. There's actually a good reason why that amount changed. Well then, I'll leave you guys to it and get back to work.
Thanks! Glad I checked in with you. I couldn't help but overhear a bit earlier. Does Susumu usually tag along with you on sales calls?
Yeah, he does. He's still figuring out how we do things around here. So I usually bring him along for now. He wraps up his individual sales targets in the morning. So I don't really see him out on calls in the afternoon, though.
Oh, is that right? So he's not doing calls in the afternoon? Then what the hell is he doing? But if he's hitting his numbers, that means he's actually good at this, right?
Not long after that, the two from Kirameki Apparel came to my company for a meeting. Wait, you work at Days Textiles? Micah told me you worked at some factory. I do, I'm an engineer. But I also go out on sales calls and explain the fabrics we develop here. Oh, I see. Days Textiles specializes in fabrics made from recycled materials. And they're also developing cutting-edge stuff through upcycling. Recycled and upcycled fabrics, huh? That's right. For example, most people know about recycled polyester, made from breaking down plastic bottles, or recycled cotton from shredded old clothes. But Days Textiles is going way beyond that. They've developed this whole range of sustainable fabrics using their own original methods. They're not just eco-friendly, but people are crazy about how they feel. Fashion brands are going nuts over them right now. So, for today's meeting, we were hoping we could partner up early and get a jump on this before other brands catch on. Whoa, you're really chatty today, Hajime. Sorry. I just kept finding more and more cool stuff about your materials when I was doing research, and I got a little carried away. I heard someone from Kirameki Apparel made a really passionate sales pitch. That was you, wasn't it? Yes, that was me. I'd love to get my hands on some samples and hear more about each fabric. Absolutely. Here are the samples. Let me walk you through the key features of each one. So, what do you think? I think these fabrics could really expand what we're able to do with our product lines. I'd really like to move forward with a contract if we can swing it. Hold up, Hajime. Huh? I agree, the fabrics are impressive, but the cost is way higher than standard materials. That's gonna drive up both development and production costs. We're talking higher prices for the end consumer. Since we're not developing the material from scratch, we could keep some costs manageable. But our target demo is young people. If we price too high, are they really gonna bite? That's the risk I'm seeing. These days, more and more consumers actually care about sustainability. If we jump on this now, before the trend really explodes, we can get way ahead of the competition. Maybe, but I can't just ignore the cost-performance issue. I think we should stick with materials that appeal to a broader audience. I hear what you're saying. Even if we do consider this, we'd need to do some serious market research first, to see if there's actually real demand for sustainable products. I understand. We'll get on that right away. If we can prove there's demand, we'll be back in touch to move forward. If there's demand. Of course. I look forward to the opportunity, if it materializes. And just like that, Hajime and Susumu left without signing a deal. After that, we never heard from them again. This summer, nearly every apparel brand launched their seasonal fair around the same time. At Tokimeki Fashion,
This summer's campaign was a total hit. And that's all thanks to Koji's spot-on market predictions. I mean, you really nailed it, Director.
Well, recent studies showed a clear trend. Consumers are more eco-conscious than ever. The demand was especially strong among younger shoppers and moms. So I figured they had to be our main target this year. Also, Days Textiles fabric quality has been getting great buzz. People are really noticing.
we're honestly just grateful so many of your products use our fabrics. I never expected Tokimeki Fashion. to reach out to us for a direct partnership, though.
We made sure no one assumed we signed the deal just because of our relationship, remember?
I was floored when I found out you were married to the boss. But honestly, our sales team was pushing hard for it, and they were right. Days Textiles is top-notch. From our perspective, not partnering with you guys was never even an option.
When you're genuinely passionate about something and pour your heart into it, it really does reach the people who need it most.
Couldn't agree more. We're incredibly grateful.
We're also moving forward with joint development on future product lines, right?
Absolutely. With how well this summer line killed it, and the obvious demand for sustainable goods, we're planning to turn it into an entire series.
I think that's exactly the right call. So, Keiji, partners at home and at work now, huh? Let's do our best.
Looking forward to it. Let's knock it out of the park. Meanwhile, at Kirameki Apparel.
The summer collection isn't performing like we hoped.
Right. Looks like consumers are all flocking to Tokimeki fashion. But our target demo is different, and we weren't lagging on functionality or price either. So what gives? Tokimeki's summer line also went after younger consumers this year. More importantly, what really made them stand out was their use of sustainable fabric from Days Textiles. That's been getting tons of praise. What the hell?
Didn't you two co-negotiate with Days Textiles personally?
Yeah, we passed because the costs were too high. But I told you, I said if the market data backed it up, I wanted to circle back on that deal. So why didn't we do any market research? I didn't think there'd be that much demand from younger buyers. I figured the talks were over. I was the one who brought Days Textiles to the table in the first place.
So basically, your call to prioritize cost over market trends totally backfired, Susumu.
We should have developed a product line using their fabrics back then. Now that they've signed with Tokimeki Fashion, our chances of getting a deal with them are pretty much zero. Yeah, I guess you're right.
Then we need to start developing a new fabric that can go toe-to-toe with what they're offering. We will win back the trend for fall.
Yes, ma'am. Easier said than done. We're trying to find a company willing to help us develop new fabric. But it's been brutal. A ton of companies are just shutting us down flat out. Yeah, we actually reached out to Keiichi Sato at Days Textiles just to see. He agreed to at least sit down with us. Wait, for real? Can I get in on that meeting too? I mean, no offense, but last time the deal tanked because of you. I swear, I won't blow it this time. All right, fine, but if the deal goes through, don't go around taking all the credit for it. Got it. That afternoon, I really appreciate the offer, but as you know, we've already got a contract with Tokimeki Fashion. If we take on another client, we probably won't be able to keep up with production demands. I see. That's a real shame. Isn't there anything you can work out? Or is this because Tokimeki's your wife's company? I don't play favorites, Susumu. I wouldn't prioritize one contract over another just because of personal relationships. Right. Of course not. If I remember correctly, it was you who first wrote off our technical capabilities, wasn't it? Last time we met, you said you'd circle back based on market research results. But we never heard a peep from you. If you'd shown even half the enthusiasm Hajime brought that day, we might be having a completely different conversation right now. That's fair enough.
Sorry to barge in.
Miss Sato.
Hate to interrupt, but I need to have a word with you, Susumu. You tried to copy one of our old dress designs. Switched the fabric to something cheaper and planned to sell it, didn't you?
Do you have any clue how much financial damage that could have caused our company?
How did you? I actually reached out to Miss Sato myself. When I mentioned I had a meeting set up with Mr. Sato, she said she'd tag along. I'd already asked her to speak with your company's president, Mr. Ichinose, beforehand. So the timing's a little off, but yeah. This was supposed to be a joint conversation. Hajime, you totally set me up. I was hoping we could work something out with Days Textiles. But if it's not in the cards, so be it. That said, Susumu, this all stems from how lightly you treated them in the first place. On top of that, more and more fabric suppliers are asking to cancel contracts with you. Your attitude hasn't exactly won anyone over.
I've been getting reports from your team too. Apparently, you're always looking for the easy way out.
Wait, what?
They said you jumped the gun and tried to steal a client they were going after. But you ended up failing the pitch because you weren't prepared. And when you do close a deal, you take credit for other people's hard work.
I honestly thought, coming from a big company like Tokimeki, you'd bring real value to our business.
I was trying to. I can't believe this. Even the president and Micah know how I've been working.
Also, you're listed as the main contact for the Doki Doki deal, right?
Yeah, that's me.
We just received a report that the children's clothing you developed with Doki Doki contains chemicals exceeding safety standards. Their name is plastered all over the news right now. Kirameki Apparel, developed by Doki Doki. We're gonna have to do a full recall.
What? I had no idea. Doki Doki may be cheap, but a lot of brands are cutting ties because of poor durability and safety concerns. If you'd been more thorough during development, this whole thing could have been avoided.
You left our company, and I honestly hoped that meant you'd get your act together. But clearly, nothing's changed. You just look for ways to make things easier for yourself at everyone else's expense. And now, it's all coming back to bite you.
You go on and on about what's best for the company, but you've only ever looked out for number one. I'm gonna talk to my dad about what happens next. And as for our marriage, I'm done.
Wait, Micah, no. Please, don't do this.
Susumu, let's finish this conversation in my office.
Yes, sir. In the end, Susumu couldn't hold on to his job. After causing massive losses, he got fired for gross misconduct. Word got around in the fashion industry, and now it sounds like he's struggling to find new work.
I can't do this anymore. We're done.
No. After the company started tanking, Micah pinned it all on Susumu, and eventually they called it quits for good. As for me, looks like the new fall line's off to a great start.
Of course it is. My incredible husband designed it with that amazing fabric he's so passionate about. How could it not fly off the shelves?
You really do get me, Noah.
I always have, and I always will.